When did we start getting so comfortable with fingerprinting, drug testing, and eye scans at the airport just so you can cut the line a little bit faster? Fingerprinting I could almost get, but at the same time, I just don't understand why we waived that right away to just give out our biometrics to who? I mean, what, to China or fucking Uzbekistan? Like, does it matter what country it's going to? Like, honestly, I feel like people get so hung up on the semantics of all of that they don't focus on the fact that when did we get comfortable with this? People would say, oh, so we can catch criminals, and to those people I would say, go watch Minority Report. All right? I don't know what to tell you besides it's just fucking invasive. And a drug test too. More specifically, drug tests in states that have legal drugs, like say marijuana, for example, in the state of Arizona. There are some graduate programs, and again, give me your arguments. I'll read them. The main point being, why is it in a state that it's completely legal to smoke, and for some people it's a necessity to be able to sleep? It's fucking medically required. Is required? I don't know. Is that subjective? Is that objective? I'll talk about that when I get to this book that I'm reading called The User Illusion by Thor Nortra. I was calling him Thor Nortradatus, but it's just Thor Norstradar. So, either way, it's just weird that you have to get drug tested and then told, oh, you didn't pass, so now things are going to be delayed for you potentially, or just having this weird asterisk next to your name because you like to smoke. But nobody says shit about drinking. No one says a goddamn thing about drinking alcohol, which literally kills you. Quite literally, it fucking kills you. I still drink from time to time. I'll drink with Javi, you know what I mean? Kind of. He gets mad at me that I'll usually have a glass or something on vacation, but no one wants to drink with him when we're here in New Jersey. But yeah, the fingerprinting, the drug testing, the eye scan at the airport. I mean, the airport is just the fucking weirdest one, man. It's just, what a great form of travel that has been completely blocked. In terms, how would I even describe this? I don't know. I want to ramble, but I just don't have the energy to, because I don't have enough malice and hatred in my heart as of late. I've been pretty chill. I've been having a pretty good time in life. Nothing to really complain about besides things that I wrote down a while ago that I was upset about in the moment. But yeah, they require real IDs at the airport. What the fuck is a real ID? Is my license not enough? I don't understand. You can scan it. It's in the system, right? Now I gotta start bringing my my passport domestically. Whatever, dude. It's just so weird to me. Other things to kind of complain about, specifically in Arizona, which Arizona, I will probably complain about until the day I die, until that place gets fixed, because it's just so fucking weird. How does that state have the most amount of military activity, the most land owned by Chinese, and also the kidnapping hotspot, specifically Phoenix, kidnapping hotspot of America? How the fuck does that make sense when you just put that on paper? It makes sense when you realize how corrupt everything is, sure, but it's just this weird comfortability that people have now with just fucked up things, you know? Like, has anybody ever heard of, this probably isn't just an Arizona thing, but I just want to know, has anybody heard of not being able to have an overnight guest at the apartment complex or house that you're renting? Like, you're renting a fucking space, whether utilities included or not, whatever, the semantics. You are renting a place to live. Why are you not allowed to have a quote-unquote guest? And maybe it's for legal reasons of they're not on the lease or X, Y, and Z. But it's just this weird trend that I see of fucking application fees that are upwards of $45. Some people are even charging $75 fucking dollars for an application fee to rent, just to rent, you know, in Arizona specifically. But everything I'm gonna say is Arizona specific. Yeah, not too many great things. That water fucking sucks. I don't know if I rambled enough about it, but yeah, that water is toxic, dude. It really, really is. That is some of the dirtiest water I've ever seen in my life. Truly, it gets skin problems. It just irritates you. You don't feel hydrated after, and that's also because it's dry, so you do get water pulled out of you, and they'll tell you, oh my god, this is the smallest bug in the world. I don't want to squish you. I don't want to squish you, but you gotta leave the car. Here, go on my finger. Here, come on. Funny enough, the other day, he doesn't want to get on my finger. Ah, God. You gotta go, bud. Here, you know what? I'm gonna leave you be. You do your thing. You'll find your way out of here. The other day, I was driving, and I saw this tortoise on the road. And for some reason, I just felt like it was gonna get run over, because people either don't pay attention or don't give a shit about anything that's walking across the road that isn't human. And I stopped, pulled over. Even a cop passed by, slowed down, looked, and went, he's just being a fucking hippie. He's just helping a turtle. And I tried grabbing it, but I was a little scared because, not gonna lie, those fuckers are kind of strong, and I didn't want it to bite me. And I also have this toxic trait of thinking that animals are going to be really cool and chill with me because they feel my good vibes, is what my friend says. But as I was helping it, I didn't end up grabbing it. I tried it with a towel because it had fucking bugs on it. It was super dirty. You don't want to touch a turtle or any wild animal realistically without some type of PPE. And as I'm leading it back to where it once came from on one side of the road, there was another snapping turtle kind of thing right by my ankle. I turned around, jumped, and I was like, oh shit. And that is why I think I have the good vibes, and it didn't bite me. I don't know if they were friends. I don't know if they were wife and husband, or husband and husband, or wife and wife. But either way, they got out of the road safely, and it was nice. It was cool. That was a little segue about my day. But yeah, main point being, not being able to have people in a fucking place that you're renting. Just the weirdest fucking thing. Or having a time restriction on it, especially if you are going to pay utilities. Because if that is the argument, they'll raise utilities. Okay, cool. I'll pay the extra for utilities. Now what's the problem? Just because you don't like it or what? Because Phoenix, fucking all of Arizona, how the fuck do they have this homelessness crisis, yet there are 28 homes to one homeless person? I don't understand. And I saw this other statistic, which is just completely botched. Statistics are the dumbest fucking thing in the world. And I had this argument with a psychology teacher, which I should have had it with a fucking mathematician if I was going to have it with any professor. But I was telling him that, listen, at the end of the day, everything is 50-50, whether you believe it or not. He goes, everything is not 50-50. And to make a brutal point, I said, okay, well, if the action of me slapping you only has two outcomes, of me not slapping you versus slapping you, that is 50-50. Your odds of being eaten or bitten by a shark off the coast of XYZ is 70% compared to... No. It's yes or no. I go into the ocean, don't get bit, or I go into the ocean and get bit. 50-50 across the board. And maybe I'm just extremely autistic for thinking this. Or maybe I'm onto something. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, definitely let me know. Call me a fucking idiot. But yeah, another thing to kind of rant. I feel like this is, I'm trying to rant and I just can't muster up the energy to be angry at all. But one thing that was kind of bothering me not too long ago was payment penalties. And specifically, like, a ticket for an expired license or registration, which, no, did not happen to me. But I was thinking about it and how you can get a ticket for that, but the ticket money does not go towards, getting your expired license or registration, put back in order. Why is that? Why is it just a let me steal your money thing? I don't get it. Literally, they just take money because you didn't follow the rules. It's like, okay, but I need that money to pay for the thing. I didn't pay for it because I don't have money. Well, maybe you should go get more money. Okay, whatever. I do currently have to pay a late fee for real estate for my continuing education courses, which, thank you, Will Nugent. Thank you, Will. Without you, probably would have lost my license. I completely forgot when the cutoff for it was. It was, April 3rd. Tell me how the fuck this makes sense. The cutoff to submit your continuing education course for real estate is April 30th every odd year. So 2025, 2027, 2020, whatever. But then the final day to actually put your classes through is June 30th. Why the fuck is there a 2-month gap? Why? How the fuck does that make any sense? And the late fee is $200. Whatever. The point being, you said it's due by April 30th, but it's actually due by June 30th. Why is there that gap of time just to collect some form of fucking money? Okay, maybe now I am getting a little pissed off. Maybe I am getting a little fucking annoyed. Like, I don't know, just the way that they fucking steal from you in every order of life, like Easy Passes. Besides the whole China bought Easy Pass, whatever. The whole thing of, I don't know if anybody has ever thought of this before, this is just my conspiracy. I feel like tolls are the investments, or are an investment for the rich. I feel like when you get really, really rich, like black market, billionaire, there's almost no way that you can touch $1 billion unless you're doing something shady and fucked up. You can make a game like Notch made Minecraft like that. That can... Is this a bug? No. That can definitely get you, billions. Jesus. Billions. But my conspiracy theory is that tolls are an investment for the rich, and those things just make so much money every day. I mean, look what happened in New York recently. Look how comfortable everybody got with this new congestion pricing. At first, people weren't comfortable with it, taking down the cameras, but now look, people just secede, and now all we do is complain. Like, what is the point of complaining if we're not going to do anything? You know what I mean? I mean, Luigi tried doing something, and, well, look at him. I guess, he's still alive? He's still just being kept. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Does it really even matter? You know what I mean? It's like the whole he's in the same prison as P. Diddy. Cool. And Sam Bankman-Fried. Cool. Are things going to get cheaper? Is water going to get cleaned? Why can we not fucking plant female trees anywhere? Because Bloomberg didn't want to fucking feed the homeless, you piece of shit. The argument that I always hear with people in the homelessness thing is they don't want to work. Bro, no one wants to do a meaningless fucking job. Nobody woke up and decided, yeah, I want to be an accountant. That's the life. Like, you can wake up and want to be a firefighter, a cop, join the military, EMT, doctor, but then you get into lawyer, and it's like, ugh, God, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we playing this big play pretend game of following a bunch of fucking words written on these I know I sound so, yeah, man, it's just so fucking rebel against the system, man. That's not what I'm saying. I think you do need order. I don't even think. You clearly need order if you want to run a society well. It's very hard to run a society well in pure fucking chaos, because evidently people just murder each other and rape and pillage if there's no rules. I think that comes down to the people who would do those fucking things. It's like the whole AI argument of like, oh, I don't trust AI versus I trust AI. It's like, okay, I don't trust the people making certain AI. That's what I don't trust. I don't trust the people who go, oh, well, it's going to make life easier and we got to make all these data centers and all this water waste because a single prompt wastes. They said 16 ounces. Bitch, just say a pound. Like, what the fuck? It wastes a pound of water every prompt, and they tell you, please stop saying please and thank you. They said please to us to stop saying please and thank you to AI because it wastes too much electricity. Like, sorry, I want to, have manners, be nice. Like, what the fuck is wrong with being nice? I don't know. It's weird. These people who do all of these things, sorry, not sorry, they're all frail little fucks, and they hide behind these big dumb brutes who just follow along because you give them money. And like J. Cole said, you can't live without, wait, what was it? It was his ATM song, which KOD, best album by J. Cole. And you can argue Forest Hills Drive. I wouldn't be mad at that, but I think those are the top two, and I think they're interchangeable. I know KOD is a pretty short album, but it really hits a certain, point on the fucking head. Count it up. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it. And sure, make that argument with fucking food and water. You can't take it with you, man. Whatever. I don't know. I still don't even feel that angry. Oh, man. Yeah. All in all, it's just this whole fucking money-making society is just so fucking weird. It's so weird. I appreciate the people in Atlanta. I posted it on, it's in one of my highlights on Instagram. Jason's Waff, same as the channel. What's a Waff? Stick around and find out. But yeah, some people in Atlanta, Georgia opened up a free food farm, or a free food forest for people to, come and get food. And I don't know if they've done this, but this is something I would do if they haven't already done it, to section out certain parts where people can come and plant their food, and then maybe write your name on it. Like, you get these 2 pots right here, first come, first serve, and now no matter what, if you need a fucking banana, there will be a banana here. You want a carrot? Look to the pot next to it. That's your carrot, Joe. Enjoy your carrot. I just wonder when we're going to shift away from this money-making scheme we call, I don't know, I don't give a shit about capitalism, communism, whatever. Keep playing your fucking teams of Republican, Democrat. Like, there's the people who get it, and then there's the people who don't get it. And even if you explain to them, they both parties suck, they return fire with the best of... You gotta choose the better evil of the 2 evils. Why are we choosing evil, you fucks? Like, just because good isn't an option on here doesn't mean choose evil. But then it's still looked at as fucking gay or stupid if you don't vote, which I do not vote, and I never will vote. I don't understand. I subscribe to George Carlin's take on, well, I didn't vote. I didn't start the problem. It's like, well, you could have picked one. You could have picked the better one. It's like, why? So we can complain about what they do instead of what fucking Hillary over here did? Who gives a fuck? I don't give a shit about the Gulf of America and your tax cuts for what? The next only 4 years? Maybe not even 3. We're stuck in this repetitive cycle, and I still don't even believe a revolution and overthrowing the government would even fix anything, because we would live in a time of chaos and what's really going to come from it. You might have 1, maybe 3 people who have a good head on their shoulders that come up with a set of rules, which now it's like, all right, cool. I think we got this focused. I think we can go about things in the right direction and make sure people don't rape, kill, and pillage or some shit. Doesn't have to turn into Lord of the Flies. I don't know. I have a million things on my mind now and only one mouth to get it out. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that we're still stuck in this 2-party system. I don't even think a 3-party system would help. Realistically, what would help, Jason? You seem to have all the fucking answers. You seem like you know shit. You seem like you're a smart guy, not just some fucking 25-year-old fucking idiot who just, I don't know. These are my thoughts, apparently. Sorry about the noise. Somebody's coming over there mowing the lawn, but I don't know. What would I do? Take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't have anything planned out enough to really realistically be able to save the world, fix the world, whichever hero or villain remark you want to put it as. But I think we could definitely start, again, as I always say, fucking clean the water, fix the food system. I don't know why we're selling garbage. Like, I still don't understand. Oh, we got rid of blue 42 or red 35. Thanks, RFK. I mean, it's progress. It's a step in the right direction. It's great. You know what I mean? I'm not going to discredit progress, especially if it gets, different cancerous materials out of our food. But when you have these fucking new builds in Arizona, which if you want to go see how terrible these new builds are, look up Sci-Fi Inspector on Instagram and just, go watch. I don't even really have to explain besides, hey, I can't tell you who the builder is, and then clearly shows you who the builder is. Love the guy. And just, he details how these people cut so many corners just to make some form of a fucking profit, you greedy fucks. KB Banks, Shea Homes, Pulte Homes, DR Horton, fuck all of you. Seriously, fuck all of you. I was living in that neighborhood for a little bit, and guess what? That neighborhood was built 5 years ago. Why is the whole neighborhood for sale? If you don't believe me, I got a video. I have videos of me riding around on my bike. Hey, there's another house for sale. There's another one. Oh, look at that. Another house for sale. Why is it for sale? Because there's leak problems. Power outlets don't work. There's mold problems. There's every problem you could fucking think of. It's there. But I strayed away. How would I fix this? Again, the water, the food, now what? Personally, the reason I am in real estate, and again, I don't mind putting out these ideas because I would rather the ideas just be done. I don't need to have credit as being the first one who did this idea. If I'm going to flip a home, I have a friend. When I say a guy, a friend, I mean Dan. Dan, who fucking does cabinets, and, he'll make me an island with the most beautiful marble you've ever seen. Thank you, Argentinian importers. But beyond that, dude, giving people control again over their food system, fucking being able to collect rainwater, which I don't know, I think they say it's illegal, but I don't really know if it's actually illegal. I could look it up. I've probably looked it up and found out the answer and then just subscribe to the fact that who gives a fuck? It's fucking water. The fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? You want to tax water? Bro, how do you get taxed? How does your money get taxed after death when it goes to the people who are supposed to inherit it that you put in your will? How the fuck does that get taxed? Fuck yes. Whatever. But if I'm going to flip a home, in the direction of adding a fucking chicken coop, sectioning out parts for a garden, even if they only have barely a front lawn. Do something. When it comes to internet, getting off this bullshit that we have, moving towards the decentralized version of the internet, Web3, using crypto. And I know a lot of people wouldn't really get it and don't really trust it because crypto, but, blockchain technology, it's its own thing that is integrated with crypto, of course, but it doesn't have to be integrated with crypto. This is something that was, this was an idea that was extrapolated upon in 2008 with Bitcoin, or in 2009, whatever. But just giving homes the fucking proper things they need. Like, honestly, just having a KitchenAid or something, a way to be able to make your food quicker and be able to meal prep and not be scared that you can't make food or make your kids food because you got to go to work and they have daycare and schools. Ah, shit, school's in 15 minutes. Everybody get in the fucking car. We got to go. Living these high-stress lives. That's why I will never understand people who live in New York. That is an incomprehensible amount of daily stress, and fucking the air quality there is so disgusting. You are literally breathing in shit, literal shit, all the time, especially in the summer when you see the steam coming out of the manholes. Oh my god. Why the fuck would you want to live there? Like, I understand the appeal in terms of like the gothic themes and scenery of some of the taller buildings. Like I just watched the first 2 John Wick movies. The second one I just watched recently, and I loved the top of the Continental, where I can't remember his name, but the evil vampire-looking dude who looks like he's been alive for like 15,000 years. He's just perched up on his high-rise, and it's just great. It's great. I can't wait to watch the third one. I might do that this weekend, but we will have to see. But yeah, I want to flip homes to have the things that are necessary. Even when I said crypto, to explain more, internet. Why are we relying on Optimum and Verizon and Xfinity and all this fucking nonsense? Like, all they do is just steal your data. They tell you, oh no, we don't look at what you're doing. What do you mean? And then provides that data to the government or any other foreign entity that pays a high enough price. Yes, they sell to foreign entities. I gotta do one of these where I'm not just complaining. I feel like I have. Like the last one, I started off very vulgar. If you didn't hear it, go listen to like the first 2 minutes and then you can click off, whatever. But I don't know. This is very sad, the way that we're all going. And I can't even say like we are all going. I don't know. Like Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us, but they are we and we are us. So we all got to treat each other somehow, in some way, a little bit better. But we're all focused too much with our jobs, man. Can't just go out into the forest and be animals, man. I gotta stop doing this hippie accent. I'm fucking annoying myself. Sorry to anybody else's ears that I'm hurting because of it, but even my self-deprecating is probably annoying. But either way, I don't know. There's so much corruption. What do you really do to fix it? Like, even if I did get this idea of flipping homes for the better off the ground and, implementing all the things that I want to implement into houses, it's like, how many houses can I realistically get, even if I did have like $10 million? I'm not going to be able to get to many houses. There's so many problems. And I'm only one man. Kind of. But either way, I have a whole bunch of other stuff that I could, rant and rave about. But honestly, I'm getting tired. My fucking throat is dry. I don't even want to complain this much. This literally, it's tiring me out. I want to talk about the good stuff. Let's end on a positive note. What's a positive note? What's a positive note? Struggles to think of one. Jesus. Like, I started thinking about Japan, and then I'm like, oh, these fucking foreigners in Japan fucking up their way of life. You pieces of shit. No, But Japan, I feel like that's a positive note. They give us very good... Oh, yes! There is a Tokyo Ghoul remake in the works for next year. That's a positive note. That's the one we're ending on. Yes! Yes, Tokyo Ghoul apparently is getting a remake next year. Please do it right. Please. Like, season 1, awesome. Season 2 and 3, I don't know what the fuck happened. It seemed like an anime that was based on Tokyo Ghoul, not an adaptation. But I hope they do it right the same way that they disgraced Full Metal and they came back with Full Metal Brotherhood. I hope they do it right. I really, really do. My Hero Vigilantes is out. I'm going to give that a watch in preparation to watching the final season of My Hero Academia. I'm so sad. Oh, I am heartbroken, but every good thing must come to an end. God damn it, it's so good. I can't wait for Dr. Stone to come back. That one's been a fantastic one. What else have I been watching? Started watching ReZero Season 3. I'm on episode 5, and let me tell you something, man. If anybody wants to have an argument about what anime character has fucking suffered the most, you gotta put Subaru up there. You really have to, man. I don't... Alright, we're getting back on a negative note. Tokyo Ghoul! Alright? Here's for the best. Alright? Goodbye, everybody.